This is Rob, who's just trying to get home after a long day at work by commuting and not getting killed, especially in right-hand turns where traffic may not pay attention to him. So we're going to show him how to get home safely and not become a statistic today on the Maverick Cyclist. Remember that last jackass in a car who beeped at you and told you to get off the road when you were doing everything right on a bicycle? Well, guess what? Clicking on that like and subscribe button and hitting the notification bell helps us share bike love so we can continue to piss those people off worldwide. So today we're going to talk about why it is so important to manage right turns specifically on a bicycle, particularly if you have right turn lanes like we have in a lot of Virginia, where it's a combined lane. Although there's a perfectly good car-wide lane right here, for some reason, Virginia decides to paint it off with lines like it's a parking pad and then double combine the straight and the turn lane into one. I don't know why. When you approach an intersection like this, where there's a combined right and straight lane, and you're planning to go straight, you need to make sure you're in that lane. And we're going to talk about why here on the Maverick Cyclist today. So when I'm the cyclist and I'm coming down the road, I'm going to stay, like I usually do, on the white line as long as possible. I'm checking for traffic behind me. And when I see somebody coming, but I'm near the stop point, I need to get in that lane. I need to be in that lane, not on the white line where somebody's going to roll up, not see me, and, oh God, the humanity. No, I don't want that to be me. You don't want that to be you. As a driver, you don't want to have to clean up that mess off your bumper. So let's all handle this properly. I'll roll down here out of your way as long as humanly possible. Cars will go by, and then when I get close, I will fit myself in either behind or in front of a vehicle, but in the lane. Because when I get to this stop point, I want to be visible to everyone else at this four-way stop with two lanes each way. And I want to make sure whether they're here, or here, or here, or here, they see me. They let me through, or I wave them through. I do this frequently. I'll roll up, and a car will be here, and he will have gotten there roughly the same time as me, maybe a second ahead. And cars, a lot of drivers are hesitant, and that's great. Thank you for doing that for us, for being courteous. But I'll wave you through. I'll just wave my arm, tell you to go. Because you're faster. That's why. I know by the time I get pedaling again, you're gone. You're on your way to your destination. It's clear, and I can go through safely. So I will tend to wave folks on, and I'll make it very obvious with a big gesture. And that's cool. But if you're the car, and you want to do that for me, because maybe I got there a little bit ahead of you, and we're trying to figure out, you're coming to a stop and trying to figure things out, just flick your lights. And I'll go through, and we'll all be good. Everybody's happy. If I don't have to break momentum, or I only have to slow and not come to a complete stop, I'll be better for everyone on a bicycle because I'll go quicker. It's slower for me to go from a standing stop through the intersection. So if I can roll up and you flick your lights, and I know you've seen me and you're acknowledging that I can go and I can just roll through, then you can go. And everyone gets to their destination faster and safely. And no one's a tool. Now, one last thing to be cognizant of in this kind of intersection is if it's not stop signs, it's stop lights. And yes, there are tons of those in Virginia too. Again, please, for the love of God, rotaries. But anyways, so fine, we roll up. There's a light here and a turn. There's a road very much like this with a light on the way back from my place I commute to. So when I roll up, in this case, I'm going to stay right here. Counterintuitive, I know. But because while this light's red for us, folks are coming up, they're looking left, and they're taking the right turn. And I don't want to impede that by being in the way. Because if you're stacking up cars behind me because I'm sitting here insisting with a red light to sit in the middle while these people can go right, I'm a tool. And they're going to run you over. So you stay over here in this case because it's a light, not a stop sign. People won't go straight through. They'll only take a right when it's red and it's clear. And they'll do that, and they'll do that, and they'll do that. And I will sit here and wait. And then finally, when somebody comes up who either is going straight like me or the light's starting to turn, we go through together. Everything works. When you're on a bike, or you're in a car, or you're on your feet, or you're jogging, or you're walking your dog, I don't care. The reason we have the No Tools campaign is because every single one of us, no matter what conveyance we're getting to our destination in or on, we have to be civil. It's not that hard, people. It's just not that hard. So, when you're on a bicycle, be freaking smart and be courteous. Why? That's why. No one likes that, particularly the guy on the bicycle. So stop being arrogant and a tool and do the right thing. Know if you're in an intersection that's a stop sign or a stoplight and how things might differ. Be courteous and let people go. And they'll start to appreciate cyclists a little more. Wave them forward. I do that when I park here and they want to take the rights. I just wave them forward. Tell them, yeah, it's okay. Give them a thumbs up. Give them a wave. There you go. Everyone's happier. They're on their way to the destination. They'll never see me again. But in the back of their mind, there's a guy who wasn't a tool sitting in the middle of the lane in a red light. If it's a stop sign, totally different. Use your head. It's not that hard. Be civil. Don't be a tool. That's all I'm saying. And so, as always, on this segment of the Maverick Cyclist, I'm going to remind you to be an instrument for change and not just a tool. Consider supporting the channel by becoming a Patreon so we can share more bike love worldwide. If you do, you'll be automatically entered in periodic raffles of bicycles from my collection. And don't forget to pick up your SCHWAG from this episode or any of our episodes at the Maverick Store. Bad rub. Bad rub. Don't do that. Bad rub. Oh, God. Oh, God. Nobody wants that to happen.